You're on your knees again. Same carpet indentation, same cracked voice, same prayer you've prayed 10,000 times, word for word, like a desperate mantra. Heal her. Save him. Open this door. Give me this one thing. Just this one. I'm not asking for a mansion or a miracle ministry. I'm asking for the one thing that would make the rest of life bearable. And the heavens stay locked. No sign. No whisper. No tender yes you were so sure was coming. Only the most brutal word God ever speaks. No. You've tried renaming it. Not yet. Wait. I'm working behind the scenes. But some nights honesty wins, and you have to call it what it is. No. A closed fist where you expected an open hand. A door slammed in your face by the one who claims to love you. People rush in with their little spiritual stickers. God's no is always a better yes. He has a higher plan. If you really trusted him, you wouldn't be this wrecked. And you want to laugh until you sob because you do trust him. That's why this hurts so bad. You believed the verses. You claimed the promises. You fasted until your stomach ate itself. And still, no. You feel insane for being angry at the only good father in the universe. But anger is too small a word. This is betrayal. This is the moment you realize the God you loved is not safe. He will wound you. He will refuse you. He will stand there, arms crossed, watching you bleed out on the floor over the one thing you told him you could not survive losing. And he will not move. I need you to hear me say this gently, but I have to say it straight. Sometimes the no is final, not a detour, not a plot twist. Final. The child dies. The marriage ends. The womb stays empty. The prodigal never comes home. The healing never comes. And the silence after the no is worse than the silence before the asking, because now you know he heard you. He saw you. He counted every tear. And still, no. There is a cemetery inside every sincere believer full of prayers that were buried alive. Teresa of Avila once screamed at God in her chapel, "If this is how you treat your friends, no wonder you have so few." She was 60 years old, sick, broken, and watching every dream she'd given her life for burn to the ground. And God let it burn. John of the Cross was told by Jesus himself in a vision, "I denied you the consolation you asked for because I want to give you something greater." John wept for days. Greater. This felt like death. You know what the mystics discovered on the far side of the no? That God is not a cosmic butler who exists to manage your pain. He is a consuming fire who will refuse you anything, literally anything, if it stands between you and himself. Even the good thing. Especially the good thing. Because the good thing can become God thing, and he is violently jealous. He will say no to the healing, if sickness will make you his. He will say no to the child, if barrenness will drive you into his arms alone. He will say no to the reconciliation if the bitterness keeps you awake at night talking to him instead of scrolling past him. He is that ruthless, and that in love. This is Gethsemane theology. Take this cup, nevertheless, not my will, but yours. You always thought Jesus was modeling obedience. He was also modeling devastation. He asked, he begged, he sweat blood. And the Father said no. The greatest prayer ever prayed by the greatest Son who ever lived was denied. If it happened to him, do not be scandalized when it happens to you. Some of you are living in the long Saturday between the no and the resurrection that may never come in this life. And the temptation is to rewrite the story. Well, God didn't really say no. He said not yet. Stop it. Let the no be no. Grieve it clean. Scream it honest. Because only dead things can be resurrected. There is a love on the other side of the no that you cannot access any other way. A love that does not need the yes to stay. A love that can kiss the hand that slays you. A love that can say, with trembling, bleeding lips, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." Not because the story turned out nice, but because he is enough even if the story never turns. I have watched people receive the yes and stay infants. I have watched people receive the no and become dangerous with love. Because when God finally has you in a corner where every escape route is bricked up, when every secondary lover has been torn from your arms, when you are naked and bankrupt and the only thing left is him, then you discover the terrifying freedom of loving someone who might never give you what you want and finding somehow that he is enough. Not enough like a consolation prize. Enough like the ocean is enough for a thimble. Enough like the sun is enough for a candle. Enough like the father running down the road is enough for a prodigal who still smells like pigs. So stay there. In the wreckage of the unanswered prayer. Stay until the no starts to feel like the safest word he ever spoke, because it killed the last idol keeping you from him. One day you will bow over someone else's grave, someone else's divorce papers, someone else's empty nursery, and you will not give them a cheap yes. You will place your scarred hand on their chest and whisper, "I know the no. I lived in it, and I found him faithful inside the refusal. Stay. He's here, even in this." And they will look at you like you're crazy, until the day they're not sure they can live another second. And your presence, forged in the furnace of the no, becomes the only proof they have left that God is good. That's the resurrection the world is waiting for. Not the reversal of the no, the redemption of it. If you're living under the no right now, breathe. You're not cursed. You're being courted. The lover of your soul is burning every bridge that leads anywhere but home. Stay until the fire finishes its work. If this wrecked you in the best way, stay close. We're walking through the no together. Subscribe if your heart says yes. I'm not going anywhere.